Welcome back, guys, to day 3 of our 145-day grammar challenge right here at Sharad English Studio. I am so pumped to have you back. Day 1 में हमने सीखा present continuous, the मैं कर रहा हूँ stuff. Day 2 में हमने cover किया present simple, basically मैं करता हूँ. But today we are going to clear up the absolute biggest confusion in the English language. हम इन दोनों powerhouses के बीच का ultimate showdown देखने वाले हैं.
Seriously, do you know exactly when and where to switch between these two tenses? I mean, it's one thing to know how to build the sentences, but it's a completely different ballgame to know which one to pick in a split second during a real conversation. आज हम Raymond Murphy के incredible book English Grammar in Use का Unit 3 open करेंगे, just to settle this fight once and for all. If you've ever hesitated before speaking, wondering if an action is an am doing or an I do situation, then this explainer is exactly what you need. So here is our fight card for today. Round 1, fact versus action. Round 2, permanent versus temporary. Round 3, the always trick. And finally, the knockout punch with your homework.
All right, let's dive right into this. Round 1, fact versus action.
The very first question you got to ask yourself is this. Is the thing you're describing a completed general fact, or is it an action currently in progress? यही सबसे पहला rule है. We use the present simple for universal truths, things that are always true, regardless of what time it is right now. On the other side of the ring, we've got the present continuous. अगर action अभी चल रहा है और खत्म नहीं हुआ है, we use continuous. The action is unfolding right as we speak. Let me show you what I mean. This brilliantly illustrates the difference. Take a look at the scientific fact. Water boils at 100 degrees Celsius. It was true yesterday, it's true today, it'll be true tomorrow. हमेशा सच है, right? So we use the simple tense. But contrast that with an immediate danger. The water is boiling. Be careful. Just imagine आप kitchen में खड़े हैं, pointing at a hot pot on the gas stove. The action is happening right now. The heat is on. The bubbles are rising. That ongoing, unfinished action demands the continuous tense. Notice how the exact same verb completely changes its vibe based on the situation.
Moving right along to round 2, permanent versus temporary.
Honestly, this is where so many learners get tripped up. But once you see the matrix, you literally can't unsee it. The crucial point here is figuring out the lifespan of the situation. क्या ये permanent है? मतलब एक long-term stable setup? If so, we use the present simple. Or is it just temporary, like कुछ वक्त के लिए? If it's a short-term setup with an expected endpoint, we reach for the present continuous. For example, think about a permanent home base. My parents live in London. They have lived there all their lives. Present simple is absolutely perfect here. But contrast that with a temporary arrangement. I'm living with some friends until I find a place of my own. You're not crashing on their couch forever, right? It's an action in progress over a limited block of time. By saying I am living, आप सामने वाले को तुरंत बता देते हैं कि hey, this is just for now, not forever. Okay, get ready for round 3, the always trick. I kind of have to admit, this is my absolute favorite part of today's explainer. We are introducing a plot twist, a super advanced native speaker secret that actually bends the normal rules we just learned. Let's establish the baseline first. Usually, the word always means a regular repeated habit, हमेशा होने वाली चीज़. And natively, we pair regular habits with the present simple tense. I always go to work by car. That's standard, it's neutral, it's just a simple fact about your morning routine. But what happens when we break that rule? Can we use ing with always? Yes, absolutely. Look at this scenario. I've lost my keys again. I'm always losing things. By adding always to the present continuous ing form, we totally flip the tone. We aren't just stating a fact anymore. We're expressing deep annoyance and frustration. जब आप किसी चीज़ से irritate हो चुके हैं because it keeps happening, you use this. You lose things way too often, and that ing makes all that frustration really pop. Here's another highly relatable example for you. You're always looking at your phone. I mean, we all have that one friend, right? You're trying to have a nice dinner, and they are completely glued to their screen. By using you're always looking instead of you always look, you are throwing down an emotional complaint. You're basically saying you do this way too much, and it's driving me completely crazy. So just to really lock this in for you, you always lock the door is a great, responsible habit. Completely neutral, present simple. But you're always losing your keys is highly emotionally charged. It's a complaint. It uses the present continuous with always. It's such a brilliant, nuanced way to express your feelings in English. And wow, that brings us to the final round, the knockout and your homework. Let's do a super quick recap. Permanent facts, simple tense. Temporary incomplete actions or complaining about annoying habits, continuous tense with the ing. Now it is time to actually put these rules to work. आज का आपका homework है to grab your copy of Raymond Murphy's English Grammar in Use, read through Unit 3, and then sit down and complete exercises 3.1 to 3.4. Seriously, guys, don't skip this step. Practice is the only way these concepts become permanent in your brain. And finally, I've got a quick challenge for you before you go. I want you to practice that advanced trick we just learned right now. Drop down into the comments and tell me what annoying habit is your friend always doing. Use that always plus ing rule to complain about it. I cannot wait to read your answers. Thank you so much for joining me today. Keep up that fantastic focus, do your homework, और मिलते हैं day 4 में.